We are live here for week 5 game day here in season 11. If you're new around here and you're just finding the SFA just randomly on YouTube or something, welcome. This is an online dynasty ran entirely through Discord. You don't need the game. You can set depth charts, you can set playbooks, you can recruit. You can also play like fantasy football, bet on games, use channel points and all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun. If you want to join, please do. Links are in any of our descriptions on the videos or on the Twitch. We also live stream BearCave and Gameday every week. The Twitch channel is affiliated though, so you will have ads. Easy way to get around that is Twitch Prime sub. It's free. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. This is why I always ask if you guys can hear me, because for some reason it wasn't working. All right, well, welcome in. This is the SFA. Sorry for the long delay there, but Online Dynasty ran entirely through Discord. If you do want to join, check it out. You don't need the game. It's a lot of fun. Links in the descriptions. As well, Twitch is affiliated, meaning there's ads. So, subscribe. We got some brand new emotes that you can try out. And yeah, gonna get started here. Arizona and Cincinnati. Big, fun one, despite the records. This is a fun server lore game day for sure. Cardinal uniform, heads, and kick. Mans thinks he gets uniform priority over a home Chad Barber. Damn, I cut out in the middle of my prime plug. Of course, the SFA gods don't want me to. The SFA gods don't want me to prosper. All right. So also, game day graphic made by me. Woo woo. All right. Moving on. So, as always, we always go over both rosters before game day so you can kind of get to know the SFA players. That's a player recruited in Discord. Josh Gamara, the true freshman, 5-star. Hasn't really done too much. Obviously, this is a team that's 1-2, but they've lost on 2 last-second plays in back-to-back weeks. Josh Gamara channeling his inner Josh Allen, throwing games, lots of turnovers. We love to see it. At running back, Stevie Rocker Jr., he has been really good for Dogwater. It's a CPU player. Been popping off, but he did have a critical fumble last week. And then his next best players, Majan Wright, and then Mike Wishbone, SFA player. Jonathan Talley, the man who did have that draw or that fumble against Rutgers to ruin the game. And then not shown here, what's shown in one screen is Alan Lazard. He will be starting in the slot for them. And there he is right there. He is a true sophomore. At line, we got a 70 overall, 78, 84, a 70, and an 83. Not a great line here, and I expect the Cincinnati defensive line to wreak havoc on Josh Gamara. On the defensive end, though, you got Sean Trail Key, a big player there, and Jason Harris. So some really good defensive linemen. And then the middle, they are pretty weak, but that's all right. The edges are popping off for them. And then at linebacker, you got Garcia, you got Mason Garrett, and Morrow. He is redshirted, I believe. Poe Castle, 75 overall, is starting there. And then at cornerback, James Rose, he is very speedy, but once again, this is a very, very bad cornerback room. So, it's pretty obvious why he gets beat deep so much. And then on the back end, though, you got Gunnar Maldorado and Taylor McQueen are your starters. He is another 5-star freshman. Currently 13 tackles, 1 interception, and a pass deflection. And then starting at kicker and punter, you got Sebastian Janikowski, 14 of 19 last year. This season, already 4 of 5. So he'll be doing all the kicking for him today. Nate Howard will not be participating. And then now we go to the home team, 3-0, and Cincinnati. And you think, why is this on game day? Because Cincinnati is a former SFA team, and they have plenty of SFA players, and they're 3-0, and they're led by none other than Chad Barber, honorary SFA player. For you guys who don't know the story of Chad Barber, he, right after Ritter graduated, Cincinnati had 2 quarterbacks transfer, and Chad Barber was their only recruit that season, a 62 overall true freshman starting. And what did he do? He went on to lead this team to an ACC championship, but not only that, he had 2 victories over ECU, my team, who finished 10-2. We had a 99 overall offense. We should have won the conference, should have went to the college football playoff, but Chad Barber ruined my life that year. Then the following season, he did the same thing. Ruined my season, threw it off the rails. I finished 9-4. They made a bowl game, and then his junior year, though, last year, made a bowl game as well, but really just 6-6, not doing a whole lot. But now as a true senior, he's up to an 82, undefeated, 3-0, and he finally gets a game day. So we are going to see what Chad Barber can do. He's 3-0 against me. Is he going to be undefeated against Dogwater as well and lead this team to another potentially playoff run? At running back, they have SFA player Hudson James, season 7 guy, I believe, but he's their top back. And then at wide receiver, you got Will Pauling, Joe Edwards, and Kevin Baldwin, and Chris Scott. 480-plus overall wide receivers that are going to just destroy that cornerback class for Arizona. At tight end, they got Ollie Thibodeau, the senior SFA player as well. And then their line, 86 left tackle, you got Andrew Whitworth, the SFA player. And then they got John Jenkins. Then they got Chuck Valverde, SFA player and Team of the Year player for you guys who are taking that quiz of pinstripes. And then on the right tackle, it is their only weak spot. On the defensive line, though, you got Terry Schooler, another man who's made a ton of Team of the Years. He originally was recruited and went to Wisconsin. After a breakout freshman year, he got tampered over to Cincinnati. Sean Gatsby, another SFA player on the edge. And then in the middle, you got Conrad Burns and Andrew Perry. No SFA players here, but very decent core there. Andrew Harold, you got Craig Randall, very weak here in the middle. And then Keith Neely, right outside linebacker. And then on the edge here, you got Malik Rainey, Jason Washington, Joseph Evans, Tim McKinley. A little bit better than Dogwater's cornerbacks, but definitely not as deep. And then free safety, though, they got Byron Threats. He is obviously a threat. Not an SFA player, just a fun name. And then you got Armanian Smith here. Not much speed, but definitely a high-quality player. And then their kicker, he is an 89 overall. Let's see what he has for kick power. 81 kick power, lots of accuracy. So we got Seabass, who's high power, low accuracy, versus meh power and high accuracy. So this is going to be a very fun game day. Honestly, very evenly matched. One of the best G5s in the country versus a middle-of-the-pack Pac-12 team. So let's get into this. First, obviously, I need to get my thumbnail, and then we will go to the prediction. Dogwater, I don't remember what you asked for as far as uniforms. Let me know. And actually, overall-wise, Cincinnati has the lead. So get your bobanas out. You got 2 minutes here. Everybody, 2 minutes. Who wins? There's no spread or anything here. It's just straight up who wins. Arizona. Is Josh Kamara going to show up, or is Chad Barber going to show up? 2 minutes here. Arizona or Cincinnati. A lot of people are probably going to be cheering for Arizona, but Cincinnati is probably the favorite here. Remember, Arizona, yes, they're 1-2, but they're 2 plays away from 3-0. Cardinal versus all black. Okay. So let's see what Dogwater wanted. They have him in all white, but he wants Cardinal. We'll give him Cardinal. Cardinal. Can we get some white socks, or can we get red socks? No, we cannot. So we're going to go black. And then gloves. Gloves. Can we get black? Yes, we can. Okay. So there's Arizona. And then Cincinnati, black, black, black. Do they have some fun black? That's the question. No. Do we have fun black? That is the question. No. All right. So we're just all black here. Versus all Cardinal. 9 minutes. Yeah, this is definitely a Gamara evaluation. Everything we've seen to him, honestly, has been pretty good. We haven't seen him throw a pick on stream yet. The fumble wasn't his fault, unless, you think his throw power was the problem, which I kind of do. Big arm, not great accuracy, pretty mobile, but low carrying. Obviously, the Josh Allen build. So we'll see what happens. Chad Barber, on the other hand, pure pocket passer, but somehow plays like a madman. So still a little bit of time on this poll. That's what we are waiting for. Remember, if you watch these lives, you have chance at channel points, which are called Babanas, and you can earn rewards for, customizing your own players, picking game days, making sure you're on the committee later on the season, that sort of a thing. Just drop my controller. Let's make sure my sound is there. Stream's still going. Okay. Whew. I almost just killed my... Oh no, my controller's not working. Hello. Alright, you guys can hear me here. Alright, the poll ended. Just want to make sure you can hear me. I'm moving my controller. Cool. Alright, game day still popping off here. A little bit of a late start. Some technical difficulties. That's alright. But Dogwater versus Chad Barber. I've been waiting a long time to see a Chad Barber game day. This motherfucker has ruined 2 seasons of mine. Will he ruin a Dogwater season? Because if Dogwater gets to 3 losses, automatically, at this point, probably playoff chances are way at the back of anyone's mind who's 1-2. But 1-3, now you're kind of throwing the panic, pushing the panic button, and trying to avoid being fired. Game day's kind of traveling around to a lot of small stadiums. We came from Buffalo here to Cincinnati. Pretty short drive. No rain this week. We had rain in Buffalo. No rain today. The only rain we will see is Dogwater's tears when he loses on a last-second play to Chad Barber. We know it's going to happen. The SFA gods. It's just the easiest call of anyone's life here. But we will see. We got an instant classic last week. We'll see what's on the agenda this week. Number 8, Chad Barber. Honorary SFA player. A badass motherfucker, to say the least. Nippert Stadium. This is a pretty cool stadium. All right. He might be a international player. I'm not quite sure about Cam Rising. All right, we start off here. We got Color Rush, red versus black. We are going to see Josh Gamara first in the Arizona offense. Nice broken tackle here and some room out right. Majon Wright, 34 yards, and Josh Gamara is coming out. It says coaching his first game because I had to make a depth chart change for Arizona here earlier this week. That's what happens. If you request depth chart changes, I have to delete your coach. So that's what happened there. Alan Lazard in the slot. The white guy up top is Mike Wishbone, the BearCave reward player. But they're going to dump it off to Rocker here, who gets a nice little broken tackle to start it out, and he gets 2. So first play of the game is positive here for Arizona. Long game ahead of us. Don't react too much to these first drives. Normally don't go all that well. Gamara once again back to throw, and he's yamming it deep. Second play of the game, and double coverage. Alan Lazard could not bring it down. So, and that was Byron Threats on the back end. So remember, Cincinnati, their only SFA players are their 2 edge rushers, Kerry Schooler and Sean Gatsby. And a floater there. Alan Lazard catches it. Fresh set of downs early. Arizona. He just floats it over the linebacker there. A beautiful touch pass. And we've seen Alan Lazard pop off a lot when we've seen gameplay of him. He is a mismatch nightmare in the slot. And then you got Mike Wishbone as well. And Josh Gamara is going to take off for the first time. He does find some room to the outside. He gets pushed out of bounds. So he somehow evades Sean Gatsby there. So already threatening here for Arizona on drive number 1. They hand it off to Rocker. First handoff on the day. He cuts inside. He finds some room. Gets to the safeties. And remember, folks, we do have some new emotes that did finally get approved. There is one more coming. It's a blue square animated emote. It's just, I don't know why they haven't approved it yet, but yep. First and 10. Josh Gamara. It's some quick option here. Rocker, he's not going to do too much. These ends are very disciplined players. You're not going to see too many big plays given up by Terry Schooler or Sean Gatsby. Terry Schooler, I believe, a 2-time Team of the Year edge rusher. Split back formation now, 2nd and 14. Some triple option up the middle and a huge hole. And that's a first down for Rocker. If they can get Rocker going, this is going to be a fun day for Arizona. My early concerns definitely were along this offensive line for Arizona. I thought it was going to be similar to last week where Georgia Southern struggled with getting sacked. First and goal. Gamara's going to keep it. He meets a safety, and he just knocks him out. That was Byron Threats. Big hit for Gamara. 2nd and goal now. And we haven't seen a lot of great conversions here this week on BearCave. Lots of defensive stops. Can they get another one? Over the middle, and that's a one-handed grab. Bajan Wright as he's hit. Touchdown, Arizona. What a fucking catch. And Arizona takes a 7-0 lead. Look at this catch. One-handed as he's getting speared. So Majan Wright making up for his quarterback's poor accuracy. All right, so 7-0 Arizona to start it out as we're going to see Chad Barber now make his game day debut. The SFA legend, potential Hall of Famer. Hudson James, the running back, Ollie Thibodeau, and both guards are SFA players. Chad Barber drops back to pass and lasers one. That's Will Pauling. Remember, Chad Barber was amazing as a 62. You can only imagine how he plays as an 82. Split back sec. They fake the handoff, dumps it off here. You get a nice stiff arm, 2 broken tackles and more. That's George Livingston, the backup running back, making a play now. Remember, as good as Arizona's offense seems, their defense just hasn't lived up to the hype of the Desert Swarm that he's claimed. And Chad Barber already 8 touchdowns on the season, 800 yards. Would like his completion percentage to go up a little bit for sure. 2nd and 3. Hudson James up the middle, his first carry of the day, and he does get the first down. So watch out on defense for the Dreads. Number 31 at safety, he is Taylor McQueen, 5-star freshman. And then Poe Castle there in the middle is also an SFA freshman. Chad Barber keeps it, and he's brought down by Taylor McQueen. Remember, Chad Barber does not have amazing speed. He is a pocket passing quarterback. So him running the ball is definitely not going to be their strong suit. Watch out for Ollie Thibodeau, though, number 87 in the slot. Hands it off to Hudson James up the middle. He's trying to find some room. Brought down. Manageable 3rd and 4 here now. Brought down by Rose, the speedy cornerback. Chad Barber over the middle, and he connects with Joe Edwards. I thought he was going to the receiver behind him, and it was going to be sketchy, but Joe Edwards secures it. Chad Barber throws some beautiful passes. Yeah, we've only seen one clip from him, and that was, in the last couple of years, and that was him losing in overtime in the bowl game, I believe, to Army. And Hudson James stays up, and he's pushing forward, and that's going to be a first down. No, it's George Livingston again, so they both have a 9 in their number, I believe. George Livingston, yeah, 39 and 29, but George Livingston, one hell of a start. Stays on his feet, and Thibodeau in motion. SFA tight end. They just hand it off to James. And that is a nice run. Remember, these middle runs are behind Andre Whitworth and Chuck Valverde. 2 good tackles, or 2 good guards. Valverde does have a Team of the Year under his belt. Chad drops back to throw. Over the middle, touchdown, Hudson James. Cincinnati responds immediately. 4 for 4. And if you thought that Chad Barber would just let you walk all over him, yeah, fucking right. Chad Barber is the man, the myth, and the legend of Cincinnati Bearcat football. Remember, Cincinnati season 7 was 11-1. Their only loss coming on a overtime loss to Rutgers, and that locked them out of the AAC championship in season 7. The last year, Desmond Ritter, and they got screwed out of the playoff. And then Chad Barber comes in, and the rest is history. Who I thought Ashton Graham was going to break that. Yeah, no defense from either team being played, but what else could you expect from Dogwater, you know? Those Memphis teams never played defense. Remember, 28 points to Baylor in 1 quarter. So, Rocker, though, big hole, and it's a fumble! And they recover! Brian Green, a heads-up play. But this Arizona offense is very prone to turning the ball over, so they do get lucky there. But already, he got blindsided there. Already shivering in his boots. Dogwater need to make sure the turnovers do not happen. Gamara now, they hand it off again to Rocker, right back. You got to give him the confidence. Brought down there by either Schooler or Gatsby. They're both 92 and 93, so I don't know which is which yet. We'll see. Got some pistol now, 2 tight ends. Nice pocket there. They just dump it off to Roy Swain. 3 yards, and now a 3rd and short incoming. Are they just going to run the ball, or are they going to try to pass it? 3rd and 3. They are going to pass it. And he is lofting that way out of bounds. Not sure what Josh Gamara was going to do. If that was even in bounds, that was going to be a risky throw. And they're bringing on Seabass, the kicker, who is now starting at punter. So we'll see what Sebastian Janikowski can do. So kicks it. He does have a powerful leg, so that's going to be through the back of the end zone. And Cincinnati's going to get the ball right back. So what can Chad Barber do now? 2nd timeout. 4 for 4 start for 40 yards. They're just going to hand it off. This is Livingston. Once again, a nice carry for 6. Remember, outside those edge rushers, they don't have much. I do believe Otto Tidwell is that black guy in the middle. The SFA bust from Season 10 is Barber has some time, and he lofts that over the middle, and that is almost picked. Chad Barber living dangerously. I believe that was Maldonado on the coverage. That was definitely a duck. That had no power whatsoever. A very uncharacteristic throw from Chad Barber as they bring a safety blitz, and Barber's hit, and he fumbles the ball, and it's picked up there running. Cincinnati turns the ball over here. Taylor McQueen on the safety blitz, the 5-star, and the ball is out. Taylor motherfucking McQueen. What a time for a turnover. And no review incoming. So Barber puts the ball on the ground. And Gamara is right back in business. They just hand it off to Rocker here, and he gets fucking lit up. No love lost between these two teams. Easily already 2 game day great plays today. So can Arizona capitalize on the fantastic field position? 2nd and goal. And he is brought down. Josh Gamara on the quick option, and that is Sean Gatsby, SFA player. You do not want to test the edge of Cincinnati. For 4 years, these two have been wrecking havoc together. So now a 3rd and goal from the 13. Gamara. Nice pocket. They just dump it off there to Majon Wright, and he goes nowhere. So Arizona is only going to get a field goal attempt now out of this out of this amazing field position. So Seabass, can he put him up 3? And he does. So while you'd like that to be a touchdown, Arizona does take the lead. So definitely encouraging signs from Arizona here early. It looks like we're going to have a great game on our hands. How does Chad Barber respond? How does his offensive line respond? Safety blitz, you let him through. Chad just dumps that one off. That was a risky throw, but he does find Ollie Thibodeau. Remember, Chad Barber does have the throw power to find those tight windows. 5 of 6 for 48 yards. 2nd and 2. They do the flip, and that's, oh my, Hudson James, just no chance. The fake fullback dive to a flip just never works. I mean, unless you have like a Peyton Hillis or like the best fullback ever, that's not going to do you any good. 3rd and 4. Will this be the last play of the first quarter? Chad Barber. He is throwing it deep, and he has a wide open man. He stays in, and he's still running. Kevin Baldwin for 45 to end the quarter. We have a physical, big play game going here. SFA players are showing up on both sides of the ball for both teams. And Cincinnati is quickly threatening after a long pass. Barber, he's going to take off, and he is sacked. Jason Harris on the tackle. The edge rusher got through pretty easily. They were not faked out by the Barber run. He has been known to take off, but 57 speed isn't really that big of a weapon. 2nd and 12. Over the middle, and another tight window. Ollie Thibodeau, the redshirt, or just the, I believe just a senior. SFA tight end from season 7. 3rd and 3 incoming. Barber to the end zone. No, Will Pauling, he had to lay out for that to fit in the tight window. Barber put it only where his guy could have. 1st and goal. Shotgun formation for Barber. Hudson, he keeps, no! Barber keeps it. He tries to get up the middle, and he is stuffed. Mason Garrett. Barber tried to put a move on the linebacker. The wide receiver just couldn't hold the block. That was an easy touchdown. All right, 2nd and goal. Can Arizona find a way to hold them? Hand it off. Hudson James up the middle. He breaks 2. Oh, and Taylor McQueen just barely hangs on to the shoelace. I thought Hudson James just broke out of those 2 guys. 3rd and goal. Once again, 4 wide. Quick option, and Barber is smoked. Sean Trail Key doesn't let him get the pitch off. So once again, trading blows, but both teams get stopped. So now Chad Barber has to come off the field, and the field goal team on. Can they tie it up? Field goal Cincinnati, 10-10. All right, we got a bare knuckle fist fight on our hands for sure. Majon, right? This game's living up at least through a quarter and a half. Everything I thought it was going to be. Back and forth, back and forth. All right, Arizona, what can they do now? Disappointing on the last drive. A quick bubble, and that was risky, but Lazard is still running. The corner blitz. The corner blitz on the bubble. That was for a second looking like a Fink decision. But Lazard turned that into a decent game. Tight end in motion. Once again, they connect Roy Swain. And I have been pretty impressed with the way this line has been holding up for Arizona. I thought that Gatsby and Schooler would not be giving Gamara hardly any time in the pocket. Here as Gamara takes off, he finds some room and he slides. That time the pocket did kind of collapse. He escaped before anybody got free and he slid for about 12. Gamara does have some sneaky mobility. Definitely not known for it, though. All right, Rocker up the middle. Seems like every time Rocker holds the ball, either he gets rocked or the defender gets rocked. No in between. All right, 2nd and 7. They are threatening Cincinnati territory. Quick option now. And Gamara does find a little bit of room there as Gatsby took the running back that time. Interesting strategy. Normally you try to bum rush the quarterback and hope he doesn't pitch it. All right, 3rd and 4, so a chance for Cincinnati to get off the field. And the delayed handoff to Rocker. He finds the room up the middle. Fresh set of downs for Arizona. Rocker averaging 7.5 early. Cincinnati needs to figure out how to stop this running game. They are going to throw it now. And over the middle, wide open man. Mike Wishbone, the BearCave reward player, 85 overall freshman, gets his first catch of the game. And now they're inside the 15. Gamara again. He goes to the end zone, back of the end zone, touchdown, Majon Wright, his 2nd of the game. He toe taps another overthrown ball, and Arizona takes a 7-point lead. Oh yeah, 87. No, sir. Come on. You gotta love the Josh Gamara propaganda. Just the way that I can criticize every Josh Allen throw, I'm gonna do the same for Gamara for his lifetime. You want to compare him? I'm gonna compare him. All right, Chad Barber back out. Once again, down 7, but these teams are pretty much trading each other blow for blow. And that is a beautiful design, delayed screen to Hudson James, and he turns that into 7. I've never seen that play call before. We'll see how it ends. As another delayed handoff, and Hudson, he cannot get any more yardage. So, Poe Castle there on the tackle. Cincinnati now early 3rd down on the drive. Definitely not having nearly as much success on the ground as Arizona is. And Chad Barber takes off, and he cannot get the first down. And the speedy cornerback off the edge gets them off the field. So 4th and 1. So Arizona now getting the ball back. Up 7. Chance to take a 2-score lead. We're going to get a return here. Ashton Graham does virtually nothing. But Gamara comes right back out on the field. So on the road, up 7. Here in the first half, a chance to put it up to 2 scores. Gamara's going to throw it. Oh, in the chop block on Schooler, he still has more time. He throws it. He connects with Alan Lazard. They're just giving him all the time in the world. Why did that linebacker not attack him? Lazard runs a hitch route, but realizes the play's breaking down, so he runs a streak, and Gamara just chucks it to him. I'm not sure. That might have been an illegal chop block there from Rocker, taking out Schooler's ACL, but nonetheless, big play for Arizona. Quick option now. He does get the pitch off, and Rocker, he makes a few men miss, and he turns that into 7 yards. The Lazard and Gamara and Rocker trio right now, and Majan Wright, obviously, it's just going crazy. Arizona once again throws a scary one, and he is lit up. That's Jonathan Talley, the man who fumbled away the game last week. He held on to that one after getting fucking flattened. And you can just feel the intensity and feel just how much Arizona, they're treating this like a must-win. I mean, obviously you treat every game like a must-win, but this one, there's a special kind of intensity going on. Lazard with another first down conversion. Still plenty of time here in the first half. And remember, Cincinnati does get the ball at the break. So another quick one, that's picked off Josh Gamara, and they're running the other way. The Cincinnati quarterback, can he get caught? Rocker, no, touchdown Cincinnati, pick 6 Joseph Evans, and we are tied back up. Dog water. This might have been my greatest player import I've ever had. I must have just made Josh Allen perfectly. We keep seeing these bubble screens. They're working out, and then he finally floats one. And he hits him with the Fink special. Cincinnati capitalizes on the turnover. Arizona could only get 3 off their turnover. And what could have been a 14-point lead now turns into a tie ball game. 14-point swing on one play. Absolute craziness happening here in Cincinnati. And they're just going to run it with a Rocker who just continues to run. Finally brought down. Already I have 3 game day greats written down. This game is on steroids. All right, Gamara. And he overthrows Lazard, so maybe that interception might have rattled him a bit. Gamara was definitely in rhythm. Now it seems like his confidence might be a little shaken. Arizona might just want to try to get to halftime here as he's yamming it deep, and he connects Mike Wishbone down the sideline for 27. That was an absolute piss missile to Mike Wishbone. Just a beautiful throw there. Gotta love the one eye black. So minute 54, 2 timeouts. Plenty of time to still run your game. They are going to run a quick screen there. Rocker has some room. And Rocker's done a great job today at breaking first contact. He did have the fumble, but it didn't hurt them. So definitely a good game so far for Rocker. 4 wide now. Definitely the mismatch of the day is Alan Lazard in the slot. He's been uncoverable. As they're just going to dump that one off. That's a hitch, and they stretch for the first down. And who else? Stevie Rocker Jr. playing fantastic today. So fresh set of downs inside the 35. You are in Seabass range at this point. Rocker out wide. He is wide open. They're going to toss that, and it leads him out of bounds. They call it a catch for a gain of 2, but Gamara hit as he was thrown. 2nd and 8. Gamara. Oh, time runs out. No, he throws it to the end zone. Oh, and it's almost picked. Jason Washington had the positioning and almost. Terry Schooler was breathing down Gamara's neck. Now it's 3rd and 8. Gamara. And pocket collapses. Terry Schooler on the tackle. Team of the year, edge rusher Terry Schooler ends the drive. Big time sack. And that potentially could throw Arizona out of field goal range. Gatsby and Schooler finally getting there. And yes, they are choosing to punt the ball now. Seabass. They're just going to let time run out. Cincinnati actually not taking a timeout. They're fine, just going to halftime. Obviously, with the way things have shaken out here, that's probably smart to get a breather. They're lucky it's a tie game. Seabass does punt it. He's punting it towards the sideline. Was that a coffin corner? Holy Seabass! He pins him at the 3. Oh my God, what a play. So now Sack will score some points. They just hand it off to Hudson. I did raise the punt accuracy slider this season, but that's the first time it's worked. All right, and as we hit halftime here, 17-17, a fantastic first half. Can't wait to see what the second half brings. I don't have a halftime ad for you guys today because next game day was scheduled for Tuesday, but I have to go to Arizona for a family emergency thing, and I'm coming back on Tuesday a little bit late. So you guys got to let me know in the server, are you okay with a late Tuesday game day? Like starts around 7 my time, games would start. Or are you okay with moving it a little bit later to Wednesday? Also, all the posts this week, the rankings won't be correct because I'll already be away from my PC. So I'm just going to have to snip everything today, put it on a flash drive or whatever, and take it to Arizona. No one come to LA and try to break into my house. My girlfriend and my roommate will be staying here. So, yeah. Or at least checking in. So, fuck you guys. And also, I'm taking my flash drive with my 100 backups to Arizona with me. So, if any idiots want to try something. But, yeah. So, let me know about game day. Yeah. Game day would be... All right. Second half. Here we go. All right, Chad Barber, they have a chance to take the lead. You got to give the first half a slight edge to Arizona. Chad Barber here connects with Will Pauling, and he does get 9. Chad Barber having a good day so far, 10 of 11. If you just take out that one fumble. 2nd and 1. Fakes the handoff. It's going to be a screen, and that's going -8. Will Pauling, what is he doing there? Not exactly sure. I think Barber might have just thrown that a little bit too early. He felt the rush and then just gave Pauling no chance. And that is a 3rd and long. That is just a clear case of just bad play calling, getting yourself out of a good spot. All right, and a 3 and out to start the second half. Bad possession there to start the half for Cincinnati. All right, what can Arizona do? A nice return here, up to the 45, 15 yards. All right, we'll see if the coaching staff was able to get Gamara settled down here. And Gamara's going to take off. He does find some room. Can we get some help here? He gets a first down. Schooler just couldn't track him down. Gamara definitely has enough speed to outrun those edge guys typically. So fresh set of downs in opposing territory. Arizona can definitely take the lead on this drive. Gamara, plenty of time again as it's about to run out, and he chucks it downfield, and he overthrows Lazard again. Terry Schooler was hunting. Hands it off. Rocker now, 3rd and 8. I think we are still a little bit outside of Seabass range. I'd like to get to the 35 if I'm Arizona for a field goal. He does have very high kick power, though. So Gamara, he dumps that off to Rocker, and they do get to the 35, 4th and 1. So what is the decision for Arizona? Are they going to attempt the field goal? No, they are bringing out the offense, going aggressive. They don't think field goals are going to be enough today. 4th and 1, and a quick screen, and that's not going to get there. Majan Wright, he broke a tackle. They got a beautiful block from Mike Wishbone, but just not enough. A huge hit from Harrell, and since he's taken the ball right back. All right, Chad Barber, what can he do? On the run, throws that to quintuple coverage, and it's dropped. Both of these teams are loving the screen game. After an early offensive start, we've seen oh my God, a huge lack of offensive ability even, as Chad Barber almost throws a pick there. So back-to-back throws that just seem horrific. So 3rd and 10. Can Chad Barber find some rhythm? He's yamming this one to the edge, and he connects. No, they call him out. Just a little too far, and they're not even going to review it. So Chad Barber just put a little too much cheddar on that one, and it's 4th down. Arizona getting the ball right back now. This time, not nearly as good field position. A 32 start. Both teams have pretty much forgotten how to run a capable offense. As we are about 15 minutes left in week 5. Second and 9. Pistol, 2 tight ends now. Hands it off to Rocker. Huge hole once again up the middle, and that's another first down. Arizona's been able to attack the middle of this defense over and over. Obviously, when you run these 3-man fronts, it looks like they're running a 3-3-5 consistently. Gamara, he is yamming it deep, and a wide open man. Touchdown, Arizona. Mike Wishbone for 6. Arizona takes a 7-point lead. All right. Oh, baby. So now Chad Barber, he's got to start cooking. He's had a terrible half so far. I don't think he has a completion yet. They need to get something started. Or no, they don't have a first down. He does have a completion. So a quick bubble screen here. Breaks a tackle, but he is out. Chris Scott for 4. You got to get a first down here. You got to settle this offense down. You got to get back to running the football. Hudson James is a fantastic running back. And we've seen George Livingston at the beginning of the game just popping off. You got to feed these guys. So they're just going to throw it there to Ollie Thibodeau. It's still a little short. So another 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1. A chance for Arizona to get off the field again. So they're just going to hand it off. That's Livingston, and he just gets blown up. That is Jason Harris. Again, the edge rusher runs over Hudson James and kills George Livingston. That is another 3 and out. Cincinnati's starting to crumble a little bit here at home. They've got to be able to somehow find a way to get the ball back here. Yeah, Wishbone, I think he got, you know when you throw a streak and then they catch it and they just seem to just find a burst? I think that's what happened there. And Gamari throws it as he's hit, and that's almost intercepted. Jason Washington had a chance there. The offensive line just completely broke down. 2nd and 10. They live to fight another down. Gamara finds Rocker. Once again, he's breaking tackles, and a 3rd and 4. So a huge play now for Cincinnati. Like I said, we're just under 15 minutes now left in the game. It's not, you know, it's not the end of the game by any means, but you definitely need to convert here. And Rocker runs through 3 men to convert. It's all Arizona right now. They have all the momentum in the world. The numbers heavily favoring Arizona. They are just popping off right now. Rocker is unstoppable. He breaks another one, and he falls forward for 9. Can Cincinnati somehow figure out a way to get back in this game? Hands it off to Rocker once again. Huge hole, 5 yards. Arizona feeling it, but we've seen this 2 weeks in a row. Arizona seems like they have the game won, and then something happens that turns the tide. They dump it off. It's a screen pass. Rocker has plenty of room, and he is taken down at the line of scrimmage. Split back formation now, 2nd and 10. Hands it off and trucks a man. 3rd and 5. Another chance for Cincinnati. They are in field goal range, though. 5 of 9 on 3rd down today. They're going empty here. Rocker not being covered in the slot. He comes back to the backfield, though. They are just going to run a handoff. No, they dump it off to Alan Lazard, and he's short. Gamara just didn't get enough oomph on that one, and Seabass has to come out. This is about a 33-yard or a 38-yard field goal here. Seabass. And they go up 10 points. So Arizona, a 2-score lead here in the third. Definitely clutch there for Cincinnati to keep it within 10. All right, Cincinnati really hasn't done anything on offense since the first quarter. Remember, they had that defensive touchdown as Hudson James finally gets running 15 yards there. 2 broken tackles, that is huge. Like I said, Cincinnati really hasn't done anything since the first quarter offensively. Can Chad Barber find some way to get his team rolling? First and 10. And now they choose to review it, of course. So is this inbounds? Will Pauling, it looks good to me. That is good on Sundays. Looks like he potentially even got a third in there. Don't know why we're reviewing this. Ruling on the field stands, first down. Let's keep the game moving. This is the SFA propaganda refs trying to fix it for Dogwater. Chad Barber dumps that off. That is risky. Hudson James, -4. These late throws to the outside just are never good. We should eliminate these from your playbooks. 2nd and 14 now. I formation. They're running a toss play. They do get the blocks. Hudson James gets a nice 8 yards. So normally a questionable play call turns into a decent chunk and makes this a 3rd and manageable. I'd say Cincinnati definitely is in 4-down territory now. They dump it off to Hudson James. Can he get that first down? He breaks one, and he does. He stretches for it as he's hit by the linebacker. Huge run there for the SFA player. Fresh set of downs now. Cincinnati is moving it. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Still plenty of time as that's potentially a foul. He got the man to jump, but it's a big run now for Hudson James. Cincinnati showing a little fight here. Inside the 30. Split backs. Crowding the line of scrimmage, and they're running triple option. He gets the pitch off. He stiffies a man. Hudson James turns that into 4 as he's cleaned up by Taylor McQueen. You got to chalk that up as a nice play for Cincinnati, considering they had about 8 men in that box. Will they get the playoff before the third quarter? They will. It's a run up the middle. Hudson James, he finds some room. He's still running inside the 10. And as we head to the fourth quarter here in Cincinnati, Arizona is up 10, but Cincinnati's moving the ball. They're inside the 10. Is Arizona's woes only in Tucson, or are they going to follow him to Cincinnati? First and goal, Hudson James up the middle, and that goes nowhere. We had the Tucson tragedy, the Tucson travesty. Are we going to have the Cincinnati catastrophe? Little triple option. That's George Livingston up the middle inside the 5. If you're Cincy, you really want to punch this one in. You'd much rather be down 3 than down 7. Obviously. 4. They bring out the goal line offense 3 yards away. It's a toss out wide. Can Hudson James get there? He breaks one, and he is stopped. Just not enough speed in Kayvon Garcia. And they're going for it, so they're not even going to take the 3 points. Oh, shit. Here we go. Big dick move from Cincinnati, 4th and goal. Chad Barber's throwing it. To Hudson James. Touchdown, Cincinnati. They pull within 3. What a call. That's one of those calls where it works, you're praised. If it doesn't work, you are killed by the media. All right, 3-point game here, 4th quarter. Will Arizona blow another 2-score lead in the 4th? We've seen it 2 weeks in a row. Dogwater's been saying all week in the media how he's fixed it, or, you know, they're not going to let it happen again. Gamara split backs. They bring a blitz. Gamara takes off. He somehow finds a way, and he's still going. He gets smoked, but hangs on to the ball. Gamara for 14. That was a big run. That pocket was collapsing. A beautiful... All right, so now we got pistol. And a rocker up the middle. Huge hole again. Cincinnati's not going to have a chance if they can't stop the run. Arizona can easily just start bleeding clock and just running it up the gut. We'll see if that's what they do. Hands it off. Gamara's going to keep it now. And the corner comes in to help. Schooler took the running back. Malik Rainey on the tackle, their top cornerback. Big help there. 2nd and 12. Buttholes are starting to clench. A mid-screen here to Mike Wishbone, and he gets a modest gain. 3rd and 3. Beautiful game for Wishbone, 4 for 105. 3rd and 3, not in Seabass field goal range yet. What is the call? They're going to run it. Gamara keeps it. He has so much room. 1st down, Arizona. Time is starting to tick. Cincinnati needs a stop, needs to force a field goal. Cannot be giving up touchdowns. Gamara running it again. Nobody is helping on these running. It's just they're leaving the D end out there by themselves. No communication here. Look at the yardage differential. It's been all Arizona. Gamara's going to throw it another mid-screen to Majan Wright, and he is short. Big tackle there. So 3rd and inches. Can Cincinnati get off the field here? Once again, shotgun, trips left. 3rd and inches. They're going to run the bubble screen, and it works to tally. And that's pushing them now inside the 10. 5 minutes remaining. A touchdown can put this potentially out of reach for Cincinnati. Lazard in motion. They're going to give it to him. And he is stuffed. Alan Lazard not doing anything on the ground. Craig Randall. All right, Gamara. 2nd and 12 inside the 20. They hand it off up the middle to Rocker. Falls forward for 8. Another 3rd and 5. They have 2 third down conversions already. Can they get another one? They can convert without scoring a touchdown. It's just a handoff to Rocker, and he stopped. Arizona chooses to run the ball inside the 10 instead of giving Gamara a shot, and the field goal unit is coming out. This is going to stay a 1-possession game. My, how these tides have turned, as that is my alarm to check in for my flight. in a few minutes here, which I will be doing. And that is a nice return for Will Pauling. All right, Chad Barber, the stage is set. Down 6. He yamming that deep, and he connects finally, Kevin Baldwin. Chad Barber just hasn't been able to find his man all half, and now he does. Cincinnati immediately in enemy territory at home, down 6, 3 minutes and 51 seconds remaining. Chad Barber drops back. He dumps it off, and that's almost picked. Holy shit. Sean Riley. Chad Barber. And that deflection almost made that a fumble. They are just lucky to still have the ball here in Cincinnati. That could have been the game. Chad Barber. He throws that. He connects, and that's another catch for Baldwin. Another clutch catch. Chad Barber, 20 of 25, 194 yards and 2 touchdowns. Does he have another one in him? Split back set. 1st and 10, man in motion. He's going to take off on his own. He finds a little bit of room, and he falls forward for 8. His best run of the day. Chad Barber, 8 rushes for 1 yards. Elite company. 2nd and 2. Quick option. Barber's going to keep it. He falls forward. He stretches, and he doesn't get the first down. Sorry. Once again, another alarm to remind me to check into my flight here. Third and inches. Man in motion. They give it to Baldwin. Cut inside, you bitch! Oh, my God. Kevin Baldwin had an easy first down, but he tries to go around Chantrail Keys, and that's going to fuck him up. What a stop. And they're going for it here. The field goal kicker is not coming out. 4th down, Barber. And he's sacked! Chad Barber sacked. Arizona's getting the ball back. What a defensive stop from Chantrail Key. 2 plays in a row might have just saved Dog Waters' season. Still plenty of time. 3 timeouts for Cincinnati. Cincinnati has plenty of time to get this ball back. Quick option here. Gamara's going to keep it. He gets 5. Timeouts are starting to come out now. Split back set. They fake the handoff, and he's sacked immediately. Terry Schooler got there. 3rd and 6 now. What is the call? Gamara flips the play. Gamara has some time over the middle, and he converts. Majon Wright. Cincinnati calls their last timeout. The game now is on the line. A first down is just going to win it. Fakes the handoff over the middle, and once again he connects with Talley. And Talley converts again. So a quick conversion there. Obviously not quite yet. But one more first down should be the game. They flip the play here. They're just going to run clock now. Hands off. Fakes it. They are going to throw it. He throws it deep. And he connects with Majon Wright inside the 10. What a risky play. I'm not sure what Arizona's doing right now, but they're having fun out there, I guess. Minute 25 remaining. They're just going to run some clock now. And quick option, Gamara, touchdown, Arizona. They take a 2-score lead here. Running up the score. And they are going for 2 now. And Rocker, he hits a man, and he cannot get the 2. A 12-point lead. Well, if Cincinnati wants to win this, it's going to take a miracle. And we've seen 2 miracles in a row. Can we get a third? Chad Barber, you have 1 minute and 2 seconds. Down 12, you need a touchdown, an onside kick, and another one. Can he find some magic? Just dumps it off to Hudson. That's not going to do much. Time is ticking. No timeouts left. They are going to spike the ball here, all because Kevin Baldwin couldn't fucking cut inside on the jet sweep. God, what a fucking shit way to end the game, man. So annoying. He had an easy conversion. Why would you do that? All right. He is going to yam that deep. All right, you got a connection. Will Pauling. Inside the 35 now. You need another one of those. They're going to immediately spike the ball. Obviously down a little bit here. See if Arizona can somehow find a way to not give up a horrific end. No timeouts. 41 seconds. Barber jamming it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Will Pauling! What a catch at the back of the end zone! Onside kick time. Down 5. This is the game. And it is recovered by the fucking defender, Matt Bowers. And sadly, Cincinnati will not deliver a third straight dagger to Arizona. Yet they come out. Unfortunately, they come out in victory formation, and Arizona will somehow find a way to win a game. And as we hit triple zeros, Arizona finally doesn't choke a game. They get back to 500. They're 2 plays away from 4-0, and Chad Barber just didn't have enough to will his team to victory. They were just stone cold in the second and third quarter, and they just fell a little bit too far behind. Arizona 2-2, Cincinnati 3-1. That was a fun game day. 5-point game. We're striking a few good ones here back to back. Can't hate that at all. Yeah, definitely a good game day for sure. There's some plays in there where I'm just like, what the fuck are they doing, Dogwater? I thought they're gonna come back. That 4th down, dude. Cincinnati wins that game if he gets that 1st down. Chad Barber was fucking cooking in the 4th. That Majon Wright catch, like, just wild game. Everything happened like I thought it would. I just thought it would be slightly different. Gamara 3-1. Rushing Rocker had a great game. Big SFA players were popping off all day. The McQueen sack fumble. Sean Krelke just clutch. Tidwell had a tackle. And then Cincinnati. Barber 3. -5 rushing. Hudson James, that's probably the issue, was the running. He had 2 touchdowns, though, through the air. Wild game day. Just ridiculous. Alrighty, so that is going to be game day here. Before we get out of here, though, let me get you guys your Babanaz and then make sure I simmed every game of the week. We're going to choose this outcome. Arizona won, and they were actually the lower predictions, so people some making a nice, hefty coinage. Chad Barber, player of the game. Josh Gamara, player of the game. Taylor McQueen and Joseph Evans. Nicely done. AZ. All right, so per usual, I am going to post all of the games that were on stream, and then I'm going to go into recruiting. Let me just make sure I did all the games, which I did. Alrighty, so that wraps up week 5. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, these VODs will be available tonight. And then, yeah, catch you guys a little later for recruiting. See ya.